Managing Depression, 7 Daily Habits That Make a Difference. Eat keynotes. Start your morning with purpose and gratitude. Nourish your body to heal your mind. Sexercise your way through the fog. 4. Limit digital noise and embrace silence. Surround yourself with light carriers. 6. Speak life to your thoughts. Make rest and reflection a priority. 8. Seek help without shame. Introduction. There are moments in life when the weight feels unbearable, not because of what's around us, but because of what's within us. Depression doesn't always shout. Sometimes it whispers. It tells you that you're alone, that no one understands, that there's no point in trying. And while the world spins on, you feel like you're frozen in place, breathing, existing, but not really living. If this sounds familiar, I want you to know something very important. You are not weak. You are human. And there is a way through the darkness. Depression is not just sadness, it's a thief. It steals joy, motivation, and connection. But here's the truth. What has been stolen can be recovered. This speech is not about quick fixes or cliches. It's about powerful, practical, and proven habits that can make a real difference in your daily battle. You're not powerless. You have tools, you have a mind that can be renewed, and you have a purpose that depression cannot erase. This message isn't just from books or theories. It's a call from experience, from healing, and from the reality that small changes done daily can disrupt even the deepest darkness. You don't need to climb a mountain overnight, but if you can rise, stand, and take one step in the right direction day after day, you will see light again. You don't have to feel strong to start. You just have to begin. If you stick with me through this speech, I'm going to walk with you through 7 habits, just 7. These are habits that, when done consistently, can truly turn the tide. I believe they'll help you manage your depression. But more than that, I believe they'll help you rediscover yourself. So lean in, open your heart, and let's talk about how you can manage depression. Not by fighting harder, but by living wiser. Keynote 1. Start your morning with purpose and gratitude. The way you start your day often determines how you'll experience the rest of it. Depression thrives in chaos and confusion. It loves when we wake up feeling lost, anxious, or stuck. That's why the first battle of the day isn't at work, at school, or in the world. It's right there in your bedroom, the moment you open your eyes. And if you can win that battle, even in a small way, you've already started turning the tide. Starting your morning with purpose doesn't mean you need to jump out of bed ready to run a marathon. Purpose can begin with a whisper, with a breath, with a choice. It starts when you say to yourself, today matters. Even if yesterday was hard, even if your heart feels heavy, today is still a new canvas. And when you anchor your morning in something deeper than your mood, you give your soul a fighting chance. One of the most powerful tools to pair with purpose is gratitude. Now, I know when you're in the middle of depression, gratitude might feel impossible or fake, but gratitude is not about pretending everything is okay. It's about noticing even the smallest signs of life. It's about saying, I'm still breathing, I have another shot. The sun rose again, I have a bed, a window, a heartbeat. These aren't just poetic thoughts, they're survival anchors. Gratitude grounds you in reality and reminds you that you're not finished. Try this tomorrow morning. Before you reach for your phone, before you check social media or read the news, pause, sit up slowly, take a deep breath, and write down 3 things you're thankful for. They don't have to be big. In fact, they rarely are. Maybe it's the warmth of the blanket, the silence in the room, a message from a friend, a song that played yesterday, a memory of a laugh. That's your list. Those are your reasons to keep going. Next, define your purpose for the day. Don't overthink it. Purpose doesn't mean curing the world or becoming a superstar in 24 hours. Purpose is something as simple as, today I will take care of myself, or today I will reach out to someone I trust, or today I will drink water and go outside for 10 minutes. These are not small acts. They are rebellions against the darkness. Every time you choose purpose, you're choosing life. Another tip, add structure to your mornings. Depression hates structure because it loses its grip when you start acting with intention. Set a consistent wake-up time, even if it's late. Make your bed, stretch, open the curtains, let light in, literally and spiritually. Create a small ritual that brings you peace. Maybe it's music, a short reading, prayer, or journaling. These are the little anchors that keep your mind from drifting into despair. Purpose and gratitude don't remove all the pain, but they remind you that the pain doesn't have the final word. They train your mind to look beyond the shadows and see the flicker of light. And as you keep practicing them daily, that flicker becomes a flame. One morning becomes a week. One week becomes a month. And slowly, something shifts. You begin to live again. Not perfectly, but intentionally. So, start your morning like it matters, because it does. Every sunrise is another chance to rebuild, to heal, and to choose hope. You are not at the mercy of depression. You are still the author of your story, and your mornings are the first sentence of each chapter. Write them with strength. Write them with faith. Write them with gratitude. That's how you begin to win. 2. Nourish your body to heal your mind. Your brain is not just a thinking machine, it's an organ that depends on fuel. When you're struggling with depression, your body often reflects it. You might feel exhausted, foggy, or weak. What you eat, drink, and how you treat your body physically plays a major role in your emotional and mental resilience. You cannot separate the physical from the spiritual. They are intertwined. Begin by being kind to your body. You don't have to become a health guru overnight. Just start small. Drink water. Hydration is critical for brain function. Dehydration alone can contribute to fatigue and mood swings. Next, reduce processed sugars and heavy greasy foods. They can crash your energy and deepen depressive symptoms. Add in more whole foods, fruits, vegetables, nuts, lean proteins. Think of each meal as fuel, not just for your stomach, but for your spirit. If depression is a fog, then nutrients are part of the light. Vitamins like B12, D3, and omega-3s play vital roles in mood regulation. A deficiency can worsen how you feel. Sometimes something as small as a nutritional gap can make a big emotional difference. If needed, see a doctor and ask for blood work. Your healing might begin on the inside. Biochemically, food may not be a cure, but it's a foundation. A broken body can't carry a strong mind very far. When you begin nourishing yourself, you're telling depression, I may feel low, but I still believe I'm worth taking care of. That belief, even if shaky, is power. Exercise your way through the fog. It's one of the most proven, underrated tools in managing depression. Movement. Physical exercise doesn't just help your body, it changes your brain chemistry. When you move, you release endorphins, dopamine, and serotonin, natural antidepressants made by your creator. The idea isn't to become a fitness influencer or hit the gym for hours. It's about consistency, not intensity. Even a brisk 10-minute walk 3 times a week has been shown to reduce depressive symptoms. What matters is getting your blood moving and stepping into the world. Nature helps. Fresh air revives. Movement breaks the stillness that depression feeds on. You may feel resistance. Depression will whisper, "What's the point?" The point is this. Every step you take is a declaration that you are not quitting. It might feel hard to start, but once you do, your body begins to push back against the weight you're carrying. It doesn't just lift your mood, it restores your sense of capability. So start today, stretch, walk, dance in your room, do push-ups, anything. Don't overthink it, just move. Let your body do what your emotions can't yet do. Move forward.
Limit digital noise and embrace silence.
One of the greatest threats to peace today isn't what's going on inside us, it's the constant digital noise outside of us. Scrolling endlessly through social media, reading comment sections, being bombarded by bad news. It all contributes to mental overload. And when you're already dealing with depression, that noise becomes unbearable. Your mind needs stillness. Your soul needs silence. We were not designed to process 10,000 pieces of information a day. We were created to be present, to be intentional, and to rest. Limit your screen time, especially in the morning and late at night. Protect your mental space like it's sacred, because it is. Instead of reaching for your phone first thing, reach for quiet. Breathe, reflect, journal, pray, meditate. Just sit and let your thoughts slow down. When you remove the clutter, you make space for clarity. And in that clarity, healing begins. Depression is loud, but healing speaks in a whisper. You won't hear that whisper if you're drowning in noise. Unplug, disconnect, and reconnect with yourself. Surround yourself with light carriers. The people around you matter. Depression thrives in isolation. It convinces you that no one understands or cares. But that's a lie. You were never meant to walk through life alone. Your healing is often connected to your relationships. Surround yourself with people who carry light, those who speak life, truth, and encouragement. Avoid people who drain you, criticize your struggle, or invalidate your feelings. You don't need a crowd. Sometimes just one or two safe, genuine people are enough to change everything. Talk. Open up. Let someone into your story. Depression loses power when it's brought into the light. Community gives you perspective, accountability, and comfort. You might think no one sees you, but they do. And more importantly, someone needs you too. You're not a burden. You're a blessing in the making. Find your tribe. Let them lift your hands when you can't. Healing is contagious. When you're around healthy people, you start to believe in healing again. 6. Speak life to your thoughts. Your mind is a battlefield. Depression feeds on negative thoughts, lies, and self-condemnation. That's why it's crucial to challenge your inner narrative. Your thoughts are not always true, and just because you feel something doesn't mean it's a fact. Every day, you must speak life to yourself out loud if you have to. Replace "I'm not good enough" with "I'm growing." Replace "nothing will ever change" with "this is a season, not a sentence." Replace "I'm broken" with "I'm being rebuilt." Use affirmations, scripture, truth, whatever aligns with who you really are, not what depression says you are. Write these truths down. Post them on your wall. Say them in the mirror. Reprogram your mental environment. You are not your thoughts. You are not your feelings. You are the soul behind them. Speak to yourself with compassion. You survived so much already. You are stronger than you think. Common. Make rest and reflection a priority. In a world obsessed with hustle and productivity, rest is radical. But depression often disguises itself as laziness, when really it's exhaustion of the soul. Your body needs sleep. Your mind needs quiet. Your heart needs time to heal. Rest is not weakness, it's wisdom. Build rest into your day. That means actual sleep, good quality sleep. No screens late at night. Create a calming bedtime ritual. Avoid caffeine after 3 p.m. Protect your nighttime like it's sacred. And beyond sleep, build in time for reflection. Journal your thoughts. Write down what you feel, even if it's messy. Let it out. Untangle your mind with words. Pray. Meditate. Read something that uplifts your spirit. In reflection, you process. In rest, you repair. The combination restores. And when you make rest a habit, you're telling your body and brain, you are safe, you are loved, you can recover. 8. Seek help without shame. This might be the hardest habit, but it could be the most life-changing. Depression often convinces us that we should handle it alone, that seeking help is weakness, that nobody will understand. But here's the truth. Asking for help is courage in action. You were never meant to carry your pain by yourself. Whether it's a therapist, counselor, pastor, mentor, or doctor, you need support. Talk to someone trained to help you walk through depression. There is no shame in needing help. In fact, it's a sign of strength that you're willing to fight for your future. Many people struggle in silence because of stigma. Break that chain. Be brave enough to say, "I need help." It's not giving up, it's rising up. Help might come in the form of therapy, medication, support groups, or faith-based counseling. There's no one-size-fits-all solution, but there is a solution, and it begins with humility and boldness. You are not beyond hope. Help is not far from you. You only need to reach for it. Natural treatments to help manage depression. Regular exercise. Exercise is one of the most powerful natural antidepressants. Activities like walking, jogging, swimming, or yoga increase endorphins and serotonin, mood-boosting chemicals in the brain. Even 20-30 minutes a day can reduce symptoms of depression over time. 2. Sunlight and vitamin D. Exposure to sunlight helps your body produce vitamin D, which is essential for mood regulation. Aim for 15 to 30 minutes of natural sunlight daily. If you live in areas with little sun, consider a vitamin D supplement after consulting with a health professional. 3. Nutrient-rich diet. A poor diet can affect your mood. Eating nutrient-dense foods supports brain function. Focus on omega-3 fatty acids found in salmon, chia seeds, flaxseed, leafy greens like spinach, kale, whole grains like oats, quinoa, fermented foods like yogurt, kimchi, sauerkraut for gut health, B vitamins for energy and mood. especially B6, B12, folate. Mindfulness and meditation. Mindfulness helps calm the racing thoughts that often come with depression. Simple breathing exercises, guided meditation, or prayer-based meditation can reduce anxiety, improve self-awareness, and enhance emotional control. Apps like Headspace, Insight Timer, or even quiet reflective prayer time can make a difference with consistent use. Sleep hygiene. Lack of quality sleep worsens depression. Practice good sleep habits. Maintain a consistent bedtime and wake-up time. Avoid screens 1 hour before sleep. Use calming teas like chamomile or lemon balm. Create a peaceful, dark sleeping environment. Herbal supplements with caution. Some herbs may help manage mild to moderate depression, such as St. John's wort, effective for mild depression, but can interact with medications. Ashwagandha reduces stress and supports adrenal health. Rhodiola rosea boosts mood and energy. Always consult a doctor before starting herbal remedies. 7. Social connection. Isolation worsens depression. Reconnect with friends, family, or support groups, even if you don't feel like it. Human connection is healing. Volunteering, joining clubs, or spiritual communities can also lift your spirit naturally. 8. Journaling and gratitude. Writing down your thoughts helps release mental clutter. Practice gratitude journaling. List 3 things you're thankful for each day. This rewires your brain to focus on the positive and counteracts the negativity bias that depression feeds on. Creative expression. Art, music, poetry, dance, or any form of creative release can help externalize internal pain. It's not about being good at it. It's about expressing what words can't. Friend 10. Limit alcohol, sugar, and caffeine. These substances can create emotional highs and crashes. They might numb pain briefly, but worsen depression long term. Reducing or eliminating them can stabilize your mood more naturally. 11. Consistency and routine. A structured daily routine gives your mind predictability, which is calming. Having regular times to eat, sleep, move, and rest builds rhythm, and rhythm is healing. Conclusion. You've made it to the end of this message, and that alone says something powerful. You are still fighting, and that fight is not in vain. Depression may visit, but it doesn't get to stay. Darkness may linger, but it doesn't get to define you, because inside you is a light that cannot be extinguished. The 7 habits we discussed aren't magic. They won't erase all pain overnight, but they are seeds, and if you plant them daily, they will grow into something beautiful. Something strong, something healed. Every act of discipline becomes a doorway to freedom. Every small step is a step away from despair and toward destiny. Don't wait for motivation to act. Act, and motivation will follow. Start with one habit, then another. Give yourself grace. Celebrate small victories. And never ever forget, you are not alone. You are not broken beyond repair, and your story is not over. Thank you for giving me your time, your heart, and your trust. I don't take it lightly. My prayer is that this message ignites a fire in your soul, a fire that says, I may be down, but I'm not done. Keep going. The world still needs your voice, your light, your life. Thank you.